I'm just gonna start. You're gonna have to watch clean my. I wanted to smoke some reefer, but I guess I wanted to smoke out of a bong, and I don't think a bong is appropriate for what we have going on down here. What's up, my sweet babies? My pretty little beautiful babies, my little delicate little fragile little babies. Come here, little babies. Come here. Oh, mama's babies. Come here, mama's babies. So I can hold your hand and rub your head, my sweet baby. Come here, sweet baby. Mama's baby. Is that how y'all want me to do? To do y'all? That's not me. I tell you, I'm down here to shake your shoulders. What does that look like? Right? That looks like that. And to unwind your eyes. That's what I'm here to do. So sometimes the things I say might be a little jarring because you have accepted a truth for your entire life, and I have injected something that makes you think about it a little bit deeper than the surface. Yep. That's why I'm here. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica. We are down here, girl. Good girl. Good, 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 girl. I've been keeping my shoulders down. I have. So I'm down here and we talking about y'all, not y'all. Y'all are sitting here watching me talk about y'all. Right? Okay. Have you guys ever heard any stories about me and how I've been not so smart as it comes to relationships, or my interactions with people as it comes to relationships? Have you seen me shed a tear for women who are not able to get out of relationships, abusive relationships? Have you seen me get emotional about my relationships? Have you? Okay. So I'm talking to all of us. I am if I'm here, down here talking, it's because I am speaking to Erica, the 22-year-old. That's who I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to my younger self. I am saying the things that I wanted to hear on my channel. I'm saying the things I needed to hear as a young woman. Where's my headphones? Hold on. Shit. Oh, let me not knock this bong over. But I'm gonna roll me up a little reefer and then we're gonna get talking. But I just want y'all to be clear. I don't know if you have friends who are Virgos, but I don't know if you've ever, they're like, we don't, we give you practical advice. There's not a lot of, um, bury your head in my bosom type conversation. It's always going to be, I'm going to hold your hand when I tell you this because you're not going to like what I'm about to say. And it's about to shake your shoulders and unwind your eyes. Now, I'm all about feedback. Thanks for the feedback. But I don't be down here yelling at y'all. So you can't say that I don't. And if I'm yelling and my voice is high, understand the message is urgent. I'm trying to get you, I'm trying to pull you out of a burning house. I don't have time to pull you out of a burning house and like, come on, baby. Come on, my sweet babies. You're doing great. You're doing great. Now put one foot in front of the other. No, I'm like, bitch, get your ass out of this motherfucking house. That's me. I'll be right back. So I'm not really down here to do that. You know what I'm saying? This channel, there's different channels like let's ask Siri. Hey Siri, how many channels? Hey Siri, how many how many channels are on YouTube? As of 2022, there are more than 51 million YouTube channels out there. This is from Tubix.com. Thank you. So you're welcome. So at if any time what I'm saying is making you feel like I'm not wrapping you in my bosom and rubbing your head like a little baby. There are 50 million other channels that you could tune into. Did you know that? And I want you to empower yourself. One of the messages that I feel that is embedded in everything that I say is empower yourself. Save yourself. Put your oxygen mask on first. Always. That's how urgent it is. You ain't got time to worry about everybody else. You don't have time to put somebody else before yourself. You put yourself first. I think I'm clear with that, right? Right. I think I'm clear with don't take any shit from these niggas. And if you do, don't do it for too long. And if you do, don't do it publicly. Take your L's in silence, like a lot of us have. So if you feel that something I say touched and agreed with your spirit, or maybe felt a little bit like a bullet, it's time to introspect. It's time to sit down and reflect. Why did what she say touch me the way that it did? Why did it sting a little bit? Maybe I still have some work to do, because we all have some work to do. I have work to do. I'm still working. And when I'm down here talking, I'm talking to somebody who needs it. You might be just observing me talking to someone who needs it and watching me say what I need to say to someone who needs to hear it. Maybe you've already gotten the message, and maybe you come down here for a little reminder. But you don't have to stay here if it doesn't feel good. That's another thing, girl. You are sovereign. And if one thing you don't have the power within yourself to do is to change the channel, change your life, change the people around you. Let me tell you one thing that I've learned, and I've learned it in the last 2 years. I'm gonna be plain, but not so plain that those who know will know. There used to be a YouTube channel that I would frequent all the time, all the time, all the time. I was there all the time, had a wrench and everything. I loved the dialogue. I loved the intellectual fruit that I was getting. I felt like I was being fed, right? Then all of a sudden, there was an entity that started to make themselves known on that YouTube channel. And it was another creator coming from another channel that I had long been done with, because I was out of that frequency. And when I noticed that that frequency was starting to try to harmonize with where I was, concerns were provided to the creator. Hey, you might not want to make a space so comfortable for this person, because they're in their channel frequency is anger. So they're going to bring anger with them, and their channel's frequency is anger, and so therefore their subscribers are still angry, right? Because that frequency is something as a part of a grieving process and is necessary. So the person is very much so necessary, but when they're trying to bring their frequency into another channel, it started to create static and disharmony. And what do I tell y'all every time I get off of this motherfucker? Protect your energy. How dare I not take my own advice? How dare I ask somebody to change? I'll change. Don't worry about it. Stay right there where you are. You ain't got to change nothing. And it's been 2 years. Has that person changed? Nope. Maybe something recently may have made some changes, but nope. And that anger frequency came out in a topic that was very sensitive. And the anger, the channel itself is just anger, 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 right? So naturally, the content creator is going to bring that anger, that shock, the thing that I want to shock people. I want to be angry. I want to be mean. I want to lack compassion. I want to inject lack and scarcity. I want to do all of that. Everything that aligns with that frequency is being injected and embodied by this content creator. How dare I ask another content creator, hey, I love this space. I love your space. And now you're letting this other frequency in and it's not harmonizing with me. Well, they love it. They enjoyed it. They welcomed it. They built a room for it, created a safe space for it, even though I was not the only one saying, hey, 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 the flags are pink. They about to get red and sirens are about to start going off. But do you, what I've learned, especially with men, you don't have to change. I will change. And so what did I do? I backed up like Homer and took my energy and my tune elsewhere. I'm not going to ask anybody to change. And so I say all of that to say, you should do the same thing. If this is not harmonizing with you at any time, we all are our own tuning fork. I say it all the time. We don't match energy, we harmonize frequencies. Do you understand that? That's something that we have to learn. I hear people, well, I'm about to match your energy. Okay. And it's about to sound like static and nothing is going to get accomplished. It's counterproductive. So when a person wants to come with anger, then that person came to my channel and started leaving comments. I was like, fuck, I thought I avoided this. No, I thought I avoided this. That person tried to make their presence known on my channel, came with that static, came with that anger, came with that bigotry. I said, oh, no, bitch, not on my channel. I'm cutting that shit off right now. You're not about to get into my space and change the frequency with your anger, hostility, rage, shock, scarcity, lack, anger, no compassion, no empathy. I cry down here, girl. I'm liable to. A child can start singing, and I'm liable to cry. So if at any time you are not comfortable and you feel like, oh, her message, listen, I'm not trying to bring you along with me. Here's another visual for you. There are 51 million channels on YouTube. Picture a community, 51 million little adobe structures with little doors on the outs, just one little door, no signs, no nothing. A door, and right above the door is a speaker. Right above the door. Picture it. You're walking in your journey with your backpack. Honey, I got a video game. Who wants to design it? You walking down the road with your backpack, and you're on the journey of life. And as you pass these little adobe structures with these speakers and people, just voices, sound, people talking, and you're like, oh, that they're saying something that kind of sounds interesting. Let me go in and sit down. Right? For some of those people, they're on the outside of their structures trying to get people to come in. Hey, I'm over here, I'm standing on a milk crate. Come over here, come over here, come in. Not me. I'm inside. Either you come in, sit down for a little while and get out. But either you're going to be here or not. I'm going to be still saying the same shit. So you can sit down for a little while, listen to what I have to say and be like, okay, well, I think I've gotten enough from her. Let me get my backpack and get my things and continue on my journey. And hopefully you've stayed long enough to get some tools to assist you on your journey. You're not supposed to be here for a long time. Not unless it's harmonizing with the frequency that you're on. When you change a channel on a dial, you go from the left to the right. Whatever comes in clear for you, you listen to. Whatever comes in like static, you like, I'm going to change the station. So as soon as I start sounding like static to you, empower yourself, sovereign person, and change the channel. That's all I can say. Now I think I've made myself clear. So we shaking shoulders, unwinding eyes, protecting our energy, staying as long as we need to get the message. And then we're not asking the channel to change. We're changing, right? We're not asking, I'm not asking nobody to change. I'm not asking you to change. You change on your own. You change on your own. That's your choice. If you want to stay in a space that doesn't feel good to you every time you're in that space, somebody is not making you feel good, you're frustrated, you're drained, you have negative feelings when you leave the space, it's probably time to reevaluate the space and decide whether or not it still works for you and where you are in your journey. That's some real shit. So, if at any point my shoulders are too close to my ears and my octaves are too loud for your ears, get your things, get your backpack, take what you have learned, and continue your journey, my dear. And that's with love. That is with love. I learned it. I learned it. And because that content creator was a man, I had to check myself. Bitch, what the fuck? You asking a nigga to change? Because some chick is in there creating conflict and chaos? You gonna ask the nigga to change? No, girl. You change. Don't worry. Ain't no love lost. Peace. I'm out of here. I got my backpack and I'm on my way. Not my vibe. So if it's not the vibe, if it's not a vibe for you, get your shit and go. And it's no tea. You can come back, circle back, come when you on vacation, come back to here to get a reminder to keep your goddamn standards high, protect your energy, and off with their motherfucking heads. And yes, all men. That's my message. I put my messages on on shirts, so you know what the vibe is. The only thing I haven't said put on a shirt is I'm down here to shake your shoulders and unwind your eyes. It's urgent. I speak with a sense of urgency. That might be what you're feeling. That might be what you're feeling.
That it was not betrayal. Okay. So give me the benefit of that. Like that it was.
Anyways, let's go down here to the blogs and talk about what the is going with.
I sponsor the now. Yes. I sponsor the blog.
Let me tell you something.
What did I say? So go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you liked and subscribed and comment by the time looking for my little tray. I wanted to talk about DJ Mustard and his wife finally got a divorce. Their divorce is finalized. Dijon and his wife finally got, or ex-wife now, finally got their divorce finalized. It says DJ Mustard keeps luxury cars and homes while ex-wife Chanel Thierry will receive $315,000 spousal support payout and $24,000 a month child support in the divorce settlement. Okay, where's the reef at? Oh. Here it is, the little reefer nuggets. Oh. Well, I tell you, it smells like pink lemonade, like sour pink lemonade, but like a little gassy. Y'all like a little gassy? Y'all like a little diesel? But it tastes like, smells sweet at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So it says, neighbors, things have been finalized in the divorce between Mustard and his ex Chanel. And it's a very interesting split. Let me make sure this was on. Okay. I would hate for that not have to been on. I said all that shit I was saying earlier. In the court documents obtained by TMZ, it appears Mustard will keep all the luxurious things he made off with the homes in Silmar Valley, Chatsworth, and Los Angeles. Let me tell you something. I read this. I want to read this to y'all, but let me just hold on what I think. I really think it's a fucked up settlement. I really do. It pisses me off when I think about it. Ugh. Okay. He made off with the homes in Silmar, not similar, Silmar Valley, Chatsworth, similar. What's Similar Valley? Is that a new valley? Because, I haven't been in Southern California in a minute. Similar Valley. I feel like it's Silmar Valley. Simi Valley, maybe in Simi Valley, California, or Silmar. That's the only thing I could think of because I don't think it's similar. I've never heard of a city, and I'm born and raised Los Angeles. Okay, so I have never heard of a similar valley, maybe Simi Valley. I don't know. Anyways, Simi Valley, Chatsworth, Los Angeles, a 2022 Maybach, 2018 Lamborghini, a 2022 Escalade, a 2022 Rolls Royce, a 2019 Lamborghini, plus a 1960 Impala, 4 different motorcycles, and Sea-Doo jet skis. In Chanel's favor, she will get a one-time payment of spousal support for $315,000, $24,000 a month in child support. They will share custody of their 3 minor children. Mustard is also giving her an equalization payment of $275,000, supposedly to balance things out, and she'll keep her loungewear line, sleepover, and her Tesla. They were married for 2 years, but they were together since they were 19 years old before fame. She's a nice looking girl too. My whole thing, I can't make comments on Instagram right now. They blocked me from making comments. I can post, I can create a post on my own, I can post in my stories. I just can't leave comments anywhere. I don't know why. I must have said something that went against community guidelines. Sometimes I don't say the nicest things in the comments, but I don't use cuss words, and I know how to edit myself. I've learned to adapt to that. So, but anyways, that's me rolling my eyes at Instagram and Meta. Shit y'all have going on. All the shit y'all have going on in the subcultures of your communities, Meta, subcultures in Facebook and fucking Instagram, and you gonna censor me? Anyway, anyways, I don't like that she didn't get a home. Not in Los Angeles. I think that is the most fucked up shit ever. I think that is fucked up. She has 3 children and she didn't get one home, and you gave her $350,000 plus $275,000. That's just $500,000. What are you going to buy in Southern California for that? She's going to have to move. She's going to have to move, and it's going to be hard for her because they have custody of the children. So she's not going to be able to move unless he agrees that they can move. But where is she going to buy a home? They should have left her with at least one home where the children go to school. I think it is so fucked up that they didn't give that woman with 3 children a home. I think that is sickening. And whoever his motherfucking attorney was, you're a fucking asshole. They should have left her a home. He was left with 3 homes. It doesn't say anything about her being left a residence at all. And not in where they live, Chatsworth. What did it say? Chatsworth, Simi Valley is not cheap. That's where all the cops live. Simi Valley is where all the cops and the fire department, firefighters live and stuff. Simi Valley. Yeah. It's not cheap. Hey Siri, what is the average home price in Chatsworth, California? I can't help you with that. Hold on. Yes, you can. Average home cost in Chatsworth, California. That's the valley. $939,000 is the average home value in Chatsworth, California. What's the average home value in Simi Valley, California? $842,000. What's the average home price in Los Angeles, California? That's what I'm saying. They didn't. That's not right what they did. I don't like that. 941,000. That's according to Zillow. 950,000 according to Zillow. The median listing home price in Los Angeles was $1.2 million in August 24. It's trending down less than 2% over 1 year. And they left her with no house. So what is she going to do? What is she going to do? I was reading the other day how worse off women are when they get a divorce. than not. Like, they're literally left in a worse position. Like, again, I'm right back to being a wife has no intrinsic value. It doesn't. It doesn't. Because when it's all said and done, this woman with 3 children was not given a home. He was given, his fat ass was given 3 homes. I was trying to filter, but it couldn't. It was already out. It was already in the brain, on the tongue, and out of the lips and the teeth. Sorry. But no, he got 3 homes and she got none. So I don't like it. I don't like the settlement at all. I don't think it was a fair settlement at all. It makes me when and I cry when I get mad. So I literally want to cry because I know I don't think it's fair for a woman who's, you share custody, but she'll have the children 90% of the time. Yeah, you share custody, meaning that he's going to have a say on what they do with the children, which I would have taken out. Nope. I get to make all decisions for the children because he's not here enough. He's not available enough. Mm-mm. No, I don't like it. I don't like the divorce settlement that she got. Sorry, I don't agree with it. I think it's trash, especially considering that she has 3 kids. They should have at least given her a home. Let me see if anybody else said that, because I can't leave comments. Somebody said, good. The real flex isn't the money. The flex is having peace. That's another woman's headache now. Men like him are never satisfied, always chasing something more that doesn't exist, especially because he is not conventionally attractive. He has a lot of money. So anyone who has the mindset that I need to be with a man with money and it doesn't matter how he looks, they're going to run after DJ Mustard. They're going to run in his direction. No matter if he looks like the nightmare before Christmas. It don't matter. He got the money, right? It doesn't matter what they've seen another woman go through before her. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now, I'm going to go back to what I was talking about at the beginning. Am I talking to you? You think I'm talking to you when I tell you it doesn't matter that these motherfuckers is down here doing what they can to women, and that women will run toward a nigga who has money and who doesn't look good, who ain't cute at all? Am I talking to you? Okay, then you know I'm not talking to you, girl. She deserves more than that, but I'm happy for what she went through a lot. But I'm happy for her. She went through a lot. It's not enough. A house should have been hers. Thank you. Her lawyer sucks. Exactly. That's what I was saying. I seriously mismanage my pussy. No. And you see, the problem is society has taught women to run towards the money. I don't know if you have noticed the men with money, how they behave. I don't know if that's the greatest investment. Now, I'm not saying to go out and get somebody who's broke, but I'm saying you going out looking for somebody who has all this money. Please understand the personality type that comes with that, especially if they can I get a hug ass nigga. And you know what? It was reading that Kanye complaint. You know what he asked? Can I get a hug? He asked the girls, can I get a hug? When I heard that, I was like, you motherfucker, you. And you know what he does when he gets hugged? According to the complaint, allegedly, he gropes you when he gets his hug. Kanye West. I told you about them can I get a hug ass niggas. Them can I get a hug ass niggas. They go out and they put themselves where they can have access to money and resources. And now you have been taught to be attracted to these motherfuckers, and they're resentful because in 8th grade when they went to hug little Christy and she was like, ew, no, he's held on to that since he was 13 years old. And now he got a little money. His little fat roly-poly ass is down there producing and making beats. And now he has a new attitude and tossing you off to the side. Motherfucker. And then nobody will listen. Everybody will run towards DJ Mustard no matter how. And can I get a hug? Them can I get a hug ass niggas who resent women and now have money and you've been taught to go towards those niggas, and then you wonder why they mistreat you, because they despise you. That's why. Because when he was 13 years old and little Vivian said absolutely not, she gave him back his little Valentine's Day card. She was like, He's been holding a grudge ever since. And he said in his mind, I'm going to get some money. So now the girls are going to want to hug me. And when I hug them, I'm going to grope them and assault them, because I'm really pissed off that Vivian gave me back that Valentine's Day in the 7th grade, Valentine's Day card in the 7th grade. That's what you're dealing with. I'm sorry. We've been socialized to give ugly niggas a chance, unattractive niggas a chance. Unattractive niggas have got the grift down. I can be unattractive, but they've been taught to run towards the money, so I can get them. And let me just get a little money. Look at Rick Ross. Ain't nobody should be laying up underneath his titties. Why they laying up under Rick Ross titties? Why? If Rick Ross didn't have no money, wouldn't nobody be laying up underneath his titties unless they like big niggas. That's it. But other than that, you smothering yourself every night while his titties slap you in the face or slap you on the back? Girl, absolutely not. Christina Mackey was down there letting Rick Ross titties hit her on the back while he was fucking her doggy style. The shit y'all have to put yourselves through when you chasing money. I've never been one to chase money. My father always told me, you ask a man for money, he's going to want pussy in return. Straight like that. It was no sugarcoating nothing. He's going to want your vagina. Yep. That's one thing he told me, and it scared me. Girl. I can say one thing about me. I've always had sex with people I wanted to have sex with. And it's no shade to the girls. That's just personally me, and it's being raised. Y'all might think that I didn't have my father in my life. I did. And some of the things he told me about these niggas, I listened to. Some of the advice he gave me about these niggas did not serve me, because he was a low-level misogynist. Okay? But at the end of the day, I listen to that, and I will not ask a man for money, because I know what he wants in return. So I made a promise to myself. If I'm going to have sex with somebody, it's because I want to have sex. It's not because there's going to be some money left on the counter, or I'm going to get a phone bill paid or something like that. That to me has never, it just has never been. It's no shade to anybody who is especially the sex workers. Shout out to the sex workers. That's outside of this, right? Even though it is a tier of sex work, you asking men for money in exchange for what? What do you think what do you think he wants in exchange? Yes, that's like the nigga who buys you a $17 shot at the down to the Casamigos, down to the bar, and he wants to follow you around. He wants you to get a goddamn key made to your house so he can meet you at your house when the club is over, because he done bought you a shot of Casamigos. Yes, that's why they think that's a transaction. That's why it was weird when the girl was like, marriage is just prostitution. It's a transaction. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Girl, no matter which way you flip it and how many lace and pearls you put on it, bitch, it's a transaction. And at the end of the day, y'all, a lot of women are looking like this girl here, because the niggas don't have as much as DJ Mustard has. Can you imagine what the women are being left with for the average nigga? The average man in the United States makes what? Hey Siri, what is the average annual salary of an American male in the United States?
Average salary in United States is $83,561 US per year. The most typical earning is $52,000 US. This answer is
okay. Thank you, girl. The most typical is 52,000. That's the most typical. If you gonna get on the high end, it's not quite, and that's average for everybody. It didn't specify men. That's average for everybody. So what you think a woman, an average, just marrying an average ass Joe, right? that you married for love. What you think is going to happen at the divorce? What you think she's going to get? And that's why it's so funny that the men in the comments really act like they have resources like these men. That's why I don't like to see when they do these stories, because the men get in the comments and they feel like they can relate to this man and they don't even have 10% of what that man has. They can't even give a woman a fucking rim off a tire, let alone a house. Right. Okay. Girl, he won't even give you a goddamn fucking lanyard to put your key ring on, let alone a house. Girl, let me read some more of the comments. I'm just saying. The comments says it all. Brothers, be careful out there. I just want to say I'm finally divorced, y'all. I'm so happy. Thank you, everybody on here who said a prayer for me. It trips me out when these men have multiple houses and don't give the mother of their kids the house in the divorce. And I bet you all those kids have his last name. Your father couldn't even give us a fucking house, nigga. I'm burning down the house in Chatsworth, Simi Valley, and Los Angeles to the ground. Okay? You better have fire insurance policies on them. Because I'm going to use, how much did she get? She got a $275,000 balance to balance things out, and I'm going to level each of these houses. I'm going to pay somebody $7,500 to level each one of these houses, girl. They don't give a fuck about them kids. If they don't have access to your pussy, they don't give a fuck about them kids. A lot of men don't. A lot of men don't. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I sure would. Level the houses down, girl. My opinion, why would you want to take the place your kids called home? If he can financially afford it, I feel like leave her with the main house and at least one car. Her settlement is nice, but also she was there for the beginning, helped build him up. She got a good settlement, even with the prenup. I'm sure she wants to move on with her life. People killing me talking about what they kids need much money, what kids need that much money a month. Her kids, apparently, they're accustomed to a certain lifestyle and should be kept to that point blank period. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. The kids have they're probably in private school. They probably have all kind of extracurricular activities. Damn, she won. No, she didn't. Cars, house, she didn't get a house. Oh, I forgot. I can't leave comments. Damn. I only believe he should have left them at least one of the homes and bought them one. She can buy a car, but she could never keep one, especially that house. That house, I'm telling you, she's going to have to move out of California unless she has another stream of income, like she's actually making money from something and can afford a home in California. And you could see they live in the valley and the houses are still expensive. It used to be the valley was like the suburbs, but they weren't like, people could still live in the valley and it wasn't so expensive. It is very expensive to live in Southern California, to live in California, period. Okay. But to live in Southern California and to live, like, what school do they go to? Or is she gonna have to buy another house around the school they are? Like, why wasn't the house where the school that they go to, why weren't they given that house? I don't like it. So I'm done with it. I'm done with it. We going on to the next thing. Heated moment on the Breakfast Club after young Dro opens up about going to rehab and surviving a drug overdose, and his friend K-Dub kept laughing. I tried to leave a comment on this. It wouldn't allow me to leave. But listen to this. He was talking about being addicted to drugs, and his homeboy in the back started laughing. And he was laughing at first, because he was laughing at first. Then they kept talking. T.I. was laughing. Charlemagne was laughing. Even Envy was doing a little bit of laughing. Then when the guy said that his daughter was addicted, the guy started laughing again, and he turned around and he was like, look, okay, it's enough of the laughing. I'm going to slap your ass next. Right? I'm over here trying to talk about me recovering from addiction, and you want to laugh? But that's what happens. Just listen to him.
Shot myself. I shouldn't have took feelings to that. You know what I'm saying? That's my dude right there, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna be slapping no goddamn body. Hey, you know man, hey man, it's all that's good. That's my dog. Hey man, listen. You know hey man, we all here together. We came here together. We gonna leave here together. We gonna grow together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey man.
So a tense exchange unfolded on the Breakfast Club as young Dro candidly discussed his experiences with rehab and surviving a drug overdose, while his friend K-Dub appeared to find humor in the situation, leading to notable contrast in the conversation. Hey, yo, you finna get slapped. He said, but man, I'm from Bankhead. Like, I'm talking about something serious. I could have died, my nigga. And you over here laughing? But two things are happening. This thing where Black people use humor to mask trauma, right? So everything is a goddamn joke, right? And then another thing is the performance of masculinity. When things are uncomfortable, somebody needs to crack a joke, right? And make somebody laugh. And I cannot be serious right now, even though he's talking about something serious. I need to demonstrate my masculinity by laughing at something very serious. And he turned around and said, I'm going to slap you because you start laughing after I say my daughter is addicted. That's not funny, bro. And this is the comment that I said that was deleted or not allowed to post, but I took a screenshot. It says, this is how people feel when the blogs post a very serious topic and everyone is in the comments cracking jokes. Topics as serious as addiction and men who are taught to be hypermasculine actually taking a moment to express their emotions while having people around them laughing is going to take you out of character. Some things aren't funny, and I think Black people need to understand that. I know we use humor to mask trauma and that laughing could be nervous, but there are some things that just aren't funny. Or it's too soon to laugh about it because comedy and tragedy go together, right? That's theater. It just automatically goes together. After tragedy, after we can maybe crack a little joke about it, not too much. It just depends. It might be a little, oh girl, you know, he got, like when he said he got a bad pill and it switched it up for him, and then like they started chuckling and he's like, yeah, because that bad pill could have took him the fuck out of here. Ask rich homie Quan. And I'm just going to say this, if y'all are out here participating in recreational drugs, party favors, whatever you want to call them, nobody has any issues with that. Please test your drugs. That's it. And that's what that man, that Black man, I forgot his name. He has locks and he was talking about how to make drugs accessible to people so that they can do them safely and have things tested. And they're like, no, no, no. I think there's somewhere overseas where there's like probably in Amsterdam or something like that, where there's clinics for people to go to, so they're not like sharing needles. You know what I'm saying? They're knowing that the stuff is being tested. It's like these people are addicted, but they are giving them. I've heard that happening. There was a Black guy that came on he came on the Breakfast Club and the comments were going nuts because what a lot of society likes to do is act like, oh my God, we can't talk about people safely doing drugs, but we don't want to talk about the hordes of people doing them in the dark, knowing that they're doing them, acting like, oh my God, you're shocked that somebody does coke. Come on, this is 2024, right? But if y'all are out here doing that, please test your drugs because the fentanyl is taking people out of here. Like I was telling someone the other day, I saw a clip of a officer passing out, about to have an overdose from just smelling fentanyl. She was about to pass out. You guys have probably seen that clip. It was a female cop and she had got a whiff of it and it was like she was like going out. It's very strong and it could take your asses out of here. So please, if you participate in recreational drugs, There are so many things on the market. You can do the research your goddamn self if you care enough about your goddamn life, because that's urgent. So if you feel like I'm yelling at you, then that's what I am yelling at you, god damn it. So if you're down here doing drugs, whatever, you make sure that you're testing your drugs. That's all I got to say about that. Shit. Oh, let's go. I got another video to make, y'all. So take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Protect your energy. Stop laughing at things that are, I know we laugh at things, and some of us have, I have a dark sense of humor. I was even shocked. Girl, I was shocked at the comments under Wanda Smith from V103. Y'all know she passed away, right? She transitioned like the day after her birthday. I was reading the comments and I was mortified. No respect, none at all. She hasn't even done anything that bad. Like, I could see if it was Puffy that died and y'all was in the comments pissing on his grave. But this is Wanda Smith. She ain't do nothing to nobody. I mean, I know she had her husband come up there with a gun after Cat Williams dragged her, but that's the most that you have heard Wanda Smith. I don't know anything else about Wanda Smith. I just remember hearing her on the radio, V103, her and Frank. That's when I lived there, and that's how I know Wanda. I know her outside of that, but you can go watch my videos when Wanda was getting dragged by Cat Williams. But after that, she had her husband. Her husband came up there armed to see about Cat Williams, and that was like the most thing that she had ever been in. And everybody in the comments was just so. And then like people in the comments were like, "Oh my God, all the people that Cat like has had like interactions with. You see the things that are happening, girl." Anyways, but shout out to Wanda Smith. Yeah, she's a radio host, honey. Before anything, that thing with Cat Williams, she has been on the radio for years with Frank Ski. Girl, Wanda Smith. But yeah, that was like an epic moment in most recent pop culture, you know. But outside of that, she was on the radio for years. And it's just sad that she died. And then she died after the day after her birthday. And I don't know if there's an update on it. Let's just see before we go if there's an update on Wanda Smith. Frank Ski said Wanda did not want to publicize her illness. Okay, let's listen.
Well-known radio personalities has died. Wanda Smith was a staple on V103 for years, talking with Atlanta celebrities and hosting fundraisers wherever there was a need in the community. Fox 5's Andrew Proctor sat down with Wanda's radio co-host Frank Ski to talk about her amazing life.
Frank Ski says Wanda Smith wore a whole lot of hats here in Metro Atlanta. She was a radio personality, a comedian, a mother, but perhaps her most notable contribution was that of giver. We love you.
Thank you. I love y'all.
She was the hilarious sidekick and work wife of Atlanta radio legend Frank Ski, but 58-year-old comedian Wanda Smith forged an identity of her own. Ski says even he was stunned when he got the news.
It hit me pretty bad. I had heard that she wasn't doing well. She was a very private person, and I never expected that. I never expected that. It was tough.
Frank and Wanda had a different type of job. They rubbed shoulders with all of the celebrities. They traveled the world together, Dubai, China, South Africa, and spent more time together than apart.
While we were on the air, it was almost like a husband and wife thing. You know, it was almost like a husband.
Spent a lot of time together.
For real at work wife. I mean, she looked out for me like that. Our families were close like that. We knew everything about each other like that.
But you didn't know she was sick, Frank?
Smith was part of the award-winning Frank and Wanda show on monster station V103 for more than a decade. But he says she will be remembered most for her huge heart.
She will go down in the history of Atlanta as one of the biggest givers the city has ever seen. I don't know another woman outside of Elizabeth Omalami that has given more than Wanda. She really was engaged in the situation and knew what they really needed. And sometimes it wasn't money.
Ski would not comment on Smith's cause of death. He says she wanted to keep that private.
She was so private that myself, Ricky Smiley, and others wanted to do a fundraiser for her. And she shut it down. She would not let us do it.
With this illness recently this year?
Yeah.
Wow.
She didn't want people to know.
Wanda was still living here in Atlanta. She is survived by her 2 sons and her grandchildren. In Atlanta, Angelique Proctor, Fox 5 News.
The comments are really nice. Met her at the airport 10 years ago. We talked about 5 minutes. She took a photo with me and my family. I don't know her, but it sounds like she was a wonderful person. I met her backstage at a play she participated in with my college. She was nice, very down to earth. I also enjoyed listening to her and Frank Ski on V103. Rest in heaven, Miss Wanda Smith. Condolences to her family and friends and fans. Both Frank and Wanda were my inspiration for getting into media. My heart is broken, but I will always remember her and Frank. Prayers and condolences to her family. Her kids will appreciate him not telling her business. God bless her and God bless her soul and keep her family. Sounds like she was a remarkable person. May she rest in peace. Well done, Frank Ski and ATL station. She was a true warrior and giver. Thank y'all for giving Wanda the recognition that she deserves as a mother, popular radio DJ, and as a human being that is greatly loved by her family and friends and community that she served and loved. R.I.P. Miss Wanda, praying your family strength in the Lord. May she rest in peace. What a year 2024 has been. I know. All the people who have died too. She will be missed. I'm going to miss her smile, her laugh, her character. I met her at V103 Family Day. May God comfort her family and give them strength. I went to school with her son Tavares, and I had the biggest crush on him. I'm sorry for his family's loss. Many years on V103 with laughs and love. R.I.P. Queen. So that's what I'm saying. But the comments and the blogs, baby, oh my God. They were so
As a real estate agent, you never.
They were so horrible. I was just like, ooh, y'all don't know. Just like the comments were horrible with I think just under the guise of like being behind a computer, I really believe that emboldens people to just be like just mean, just awful people. Because even the comments under Tia's thing, I was watching Rodney's review of Tia and Tamara, or not Tia and Tamara, just Tia's show, and he said he and his sister were talking about how mean the comments were. That's what I was saying yesterday. Like, them comments were like, why are y'all mad at her? But it is we have been shoved in our faces. Not me. Not me. I have never in my household never heard the concept of black love. That was never like the tone, the frequency. I've never heard no shit like that. Social media. I remember on Facebook, I wanted so badly to be like, what the fuck is black love? Like, it's just love. Like, what is this thing that y'all, and apparently it's something that has been fed to hordes of black women. And because they want to see, that's like a fantasy, the black family, right? The black family, the importance of the black family and black love, and thinking that a black man and a black woman coming together and creating a family is something revolutionary. I don't know. It's never been, I'm sorry, it's never been like, that has never been it for me. So when I got on Facebook and people were like, black love, I was like, girl, that don't make sense. And then as years have gone by, we see how OWN demonstrates or feeds the image of black love. And then there's always this tinge of struggle underneath there, right? But at the end of the day, it is your job as a woman to maintain the black family. And if you find you a man, a black man, a good, like what did Sabrina Parr say? You find you a good black man, You better keep that good black man. That's what she's telling you, right? You find you a good black man, you better keep that good black man. And through people's eyes, Corey Hardrick was that good black man. And she let go of him. How dare you? How dare you? Why don't you just go back to him? You know you want to go back to him. Just go back to him. And it's just like, why are y'all being so mad at Tia? What did she do? Anyways, I gotta go. It's been an hour. Take care of each other, y'all. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace. Let me know what you think of the topics we discussed. Don't forget to like the video. Ciao.